Hi everyone, another in the occasional series on homeschooling. We've been asked a number of questions about assessment. In particular today I was just going to talk about assessment of children of the age of 16. In the British curriculum that means that they're at the end of year 11. By far the most commonly used examination is the IGCSE, International General Certificate for Secondary Education. That is an examination that can be taken all over the world. It's something of a gold standard really for external assessment. Now if you come from some education systems, it's just worth me explaining what that means. Basically every single child at the age of 16, bar a few, will be taking virtually identical examinations right across the world. So the data that comes from that is very, very strong, and of course there are issues with examination performance and examination fright, but in general it gives a very clear picture as to where a student's strengths and areas for development are. A lot of schools will require pupils to have at least 5 IGCSEs or GCSEs before they can go on to do A-level, which is the examination again that is externally moderated and run all around the world for the age of 18, and that's the examination that universities will look at when admitting children or deciding whether to admit children. And a few of the questions are interesting. Number one, any child from any nationality can take IGCSE or indeed A-levels, and they can use those to apply for any university in the world. There is no university that will not look at a child who's got GCSEs and A-levels. They won't necessarily take them, accept them, because it depends on the grades and a lot of other factors, but even in countries where it's much more common to sit a national examination, the top universities will always look at students who have been through the British system and got IGCSEs or A-levels. So it's very, very important to remember that that's a passport that's well worth having. And the other point, a key question that we've been asked many times is who is allowed to take IGCSEs? Well, absolutely anybody. You can pay your usually 30, 40, 50 pounds and sit the subject that you've been learning, and it does not matter if you've been in a school or in a homeschool, or if you've been no-schooled or unschooled, or if you've had absolutely no input from a teacher at all. You are still allowed to take IGCSEs. So young people who've educated themselves using YouTube, and we know of many, they've used Khan Academy, they've used all sorts of MIT, Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge videos that are available on YouTube. They're very well educated, even though they've never been to school. Those young people are allowed to take IGCSE. The only catch is that you have to sit it at a registered exam centre, but what we at FilBrit do is have a relationship with various schools in various parts of the world that are established as exam centres, and they allow our homeschool students to sit as an additional candidate, sitting in the same exam room as all the other pupils. So I hope that clears up some of the questions. We really encourage you to send in your questions. It's your questions that drive our videos. So we know for sure that the next video will be about starting as a homeschooler, as a student and as a parent. We really want to give some advice that we've picked up over the years on different ways to get yourself ready and different ways to plan and so on, depending on what it is you want to do. So if you're interested, please follow us on our social media channels, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the details of which are coming up after me. Thank you.